So it's day 1, Monday, episode 1 of Who is Rose Knight, whatever the week's called. We're doing that. Extending our coverage once again, just like we did for Lola's Death Week. Extending coverage to talk about everything that's going to happen this week. A daily video as to when all the episodes come out. And this one's hot off the press is Piggy. So today's episode, it mostly revolved around Vinny and ended with Vinny trying to kill Eve. So just...
Oh, sorry. What I was going to say is, I know we're getting into it later on, but again, this just goes to the fact that they're not killing off Eve yet. Like, it would be... Right, how can I say this? So, let's put it in a retrospective. You're on a roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
So you're going up the roller coaster. They're not going to stop you halfway and be like, well, we can't afford the rest of it. The only thing you can do is go back down the way you came. Like, what for people who don't know what I'm saying, I'm basically saying they're not killing off Eve yet. We're only halfway up the roller coaster. They're not telling us we're going to turn around and go back down the way we came. We have to go straight down, like. Because the end goal is going to be Eve and Suki. Yeah. Whether that is Eve or Suki dies, but if Suki dies, it won't be till after Christmas. Because again, you're fucking stupid if you think Suki's going to die.
I mean, I'll be honest. Neither Eve or Suki's going to die. Suki and Eve are the end goal. Vinny's going to die. That's my prediction. Vinny's dead by the end of the year. He's not the one on the floor, but he is going to die. Or leave in some way. But yeah, so I suppose this episode mostly is focused around Vinny and Suki and Eve, obviously. Vinny has kind of become a paranoid little chihuahua, is how I describe him in today's episode. He was fucking sniffing around like, so Eve, let me smell your breath. Have you been around Suki? It's like, whoa. Do you want to calm down, big man? Do you want to stop being so aggro? Obviously, like, keeping on checking on his mum and like, you haven't spoken to Eve, have you? And then Eve's just like, fuck off, you little shite bag. What's wrong with you? But then, yeah, in the final scenes of the episode, Vinny learns that basically Felix and Finley give Eve like Avery's old car as it's been fixed up, but the archer's lock is broken, so Vinny sneaks on in and like cuts something, like cuts a wire, probably cuts the like brake, like I don't know what the fuck's actually, probably cutting like the fucking brakes or something, so she'll obviously crash and she's dead, don't have to worry about her anymore.
But like, right, because obviously they're writing it. But even if Eve died, Suki's not going to be like, well, she's the only lesbian I like, lads. Sorry, I'm off the menu, lads. Sorry, I'm too good now.
You know what? There's only one person who I can be with now, and that's Nish. It's like, no.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, you know, like if you had a gay lover, and then he dies, but you're gay, you're not going to go, well, I did like dick until Darren died, but now I love pussy. Like, no, that's not how it works. Once you're you're either bisexual, lesbian, or gay, because obviously you can't say you can be trans in a love situation. That's like putting pie with chips.
Or just straight
and
as
by
well.
pie, I mean like apple pie.
The straights do exist, Piggy.
Yeah, I know, but fuck them. They complain that they don't get a month. You get Veterans Month, just shut up. But like, yeah, like killing Eve is not going to stop Suki from being a lesbian, or I guess bisexual. I don't really know.
I think she's gay. She is gay.
Yeah.
She's said how she's never really loved Nish,
There's only one thing I loved about Nish, and that was his money. Fuck him.
That was the family we made. But yeah, it's the progression in Vinny like ramping up his behaviour, him feeling like inadequate and not enough for Suki or Nish, You know, him trying to overcompensate because he feels like the runt of the family, you know. And like I said, he is going to get himself killed trying to kill off Eve or something, you know. Like, he will, like... He's going to go mental and, like, set something on fire. That's how it feels like the character's going to go. But I suppose what else happened this episode? Well, Linda convinced Phil that he should do some digging on Rose Knight and figure out who she is. And obviously, he did this to Callum, and this is going to end up, obviously, with Rose Knight being revealed to probably be Cindy Beale. Like, you know, turns out she was in witness protection.
No, apparently you're wrong.
Alright.
Because I've read the spoilers, I think.
Okay.
This is what I've heard from the spoilers, is apparently Callum will try his best to find out who Rose Knight is, and it will be locked behind a password. So it'll be that thing. So it'll probably be like a photograph that George reveals, and then like Phil will open and goes, I remember that name.
Yeah. I mean, Phil knew Cindy, so. I
don't know why he's like a smoker in my.
I mean, let's be he does have an alcoholic's voice. But yeah, like I said, Linda keeps having a vendetta about George, and at this point, I don't really understand why. Is it just because she has trust issues now? Which fair enough. Like, you're allowed to have them. Like, Linda's been through some shit. But I don't understand why she's so dedicated to trying to prove that George is a wrong un.
Because you have to look at it from her perspective. I know this is never going to really happen in real life. The chances that this happens in real life is like 1 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
But like, your husband marries this psychopathic woman. Because Janine is basically a psychopath.
Yeah.
She marries this psychopathic woman, and then on Christmas Day steals your passport. Man, you could have just phoned up the passport office and told them that your passports have been stolen. You drive and find Janine, and you both drive off a cliff into the river, and then your husband goes to save both your wife and your ex-wife, and he's lost at sea. And then a couple of months later, you sell the fic to bury his body. I think they sold it to bury his body.
Well,
and
your mother to stay afloat.
Your mother comes in with a brand new puppy. And then you're like, right, but I thought you loved Dad. Why don't you love Dad? And you're like, but he's my new husband. And then you're gonna be a bit worried, like.
Yeah, no, actually, when you put it like that.
Is this man trying to shag my man? Leave, like, you know what I mean?
When you put it like that, it makes a whole lot more sense. I needed the reality check. Linda definitely has a good reason to be. Suspicious.
Like,
I don't think. I guess George has been rather quiet about it, but I guess I'm also sympathising from George's perspective. Like, maybe he doesn't want to talk about the fact that his wife just went up and fucking left him out of nowhere. You know, maybe that also left a bit of trauma. You know.
I can see it from both sides, but from Linda's side, it's basically look, George could be a killer. He could kill. He could have killed his wife. He could have killed the baby, and then like hid the bodies. Even though, no, I'm not trying to sound racist, but like, you know, a black guy's not going to get far from killing a wife and child. Like, they would be, like a white guy. Yeah, the police be like, just a regular Tuesday. Just don't mind Derek. The minute a black guy does it, oh fuck, get the police around.
Cheeky bit of surprise racially profiling there. It's alright.
Well, you know what I mean? That's how the police do it.
Yeah, I understand. What else happened in this episode as such?
But as I was saying, like what I was saying is basically, I can understand from both perspectives, because if your wife, because we at the moment it's alluded that it's Cindy Beale. But if it's not Cindy Beale and it's just a crazy woman, then I don't know. But if it's Cindy Beale, you've looked from the perspective that you've loved this woman all your life, and then one day she just goes, fuck, I need to get cigarettes, and she just leaves. Yeah, that will mess anybody up. Like that's like your dad going, right son, I just have to go grab milk. I'm just going to your local Tesco, and then You wait out the door for 5 hours, he doesn't show up. You wait
Yeah.
5 years, he doesn't show up. You wait 10 years, he doesn't show up. 20 years, oh, he's dead. Oh, well. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I can see from both sides, but like, Linda is just snooping for trouble. Like, just look up this woman who we don't know. It'd be funny if they found out like that's using some porno. It's just all right.
Rose Knight was the porn name. All right, let's continue onwards. Elsewise, the other main angle of the episode was obviously Ben and Jay's struggle to try help Lexi. Obviously, a bit of chaos was caused because Lexi wants to speak at Lola's funeral. Ben decided for her that it's probably not a good idea. And then through a bit of coercion, you know, Ben kind of went, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. Like, maybe you know, one of us can go up with you. We'll help you. It'll be fine. I suppose the other, like, main sticking point is Ben still desperately wants Lexi to move in with him and Callum. And, Ben, I'm sure you're viewing it as you want to, like, protect her, you want to keep her safe, you want to know exactly where she is. But just let her stay where her mum died, you bull bag.
Yeah, because you have to look at it from the perspective, like, because the most people, because it depends, because I think this might sound like, oh, it's a completely new thing, but it hasn't really happened in the past 20 years, like, from where I'm speaking from. Like, usually a man or a woman get married, then they end up hating each other, and then they're on death's door. Oh, I love you, Deborah. I love you, Johnny. But, like, fairly recently we see that most families in the UK and Ireland are now, mom lives in this house, dad lives in a flat with alcohol surrounding them. Like, it's very rarely that dad lives with mom and mom lives with dad.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't want, like, if my father just passed and then my mother's like, come on, you're moving in with me, Piggy, you're moving in. I'd be like, no, I want to stay with where dad lived.
Yeah.
I don't want to move with you. You want to stay where the body is. Well, the soul, not the body.
Yeah, you want to. I'd imagine you'd want to stay with, like, the fondest memories, you know, like everything, like within this house, like kind of can mean something. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It's really not set. Like, I strongly believe that we are headed into a massive custody battle because Ben just can't. He just can't let it go. Every time he sees Lexi, he's just like, oh, when are you good to move in? And Lexi's like, dude,
leave me alone.
I'm just trying to mourn here.
My mum, I never said my dad. My mum just died of cancer, you cunt. Leave me alone.
Exactly. But I suppose, were we missing anything about this episode? I don't think so.
My favourite scene of this episode is George and Elaine. I don't know, Elaine, it's not a night yet, but George and Elaine night, just having a snog. And then Vinny, he tries to open the girl's bathroom. And George is like, I, Johnny boy, you can't go in there. I was like, oh,
what are you doing?
George.
Oh, I suppose the other fun bit, which I enjoyed, is obviously so Bobby and Freddie, the lovely duo, were trying to impress Anna because Bobby likes Anna, and then obviously they were selling tickets to the karaoke night, and oh, I also remembered something else. But, you know, they were selling tickets. Anna goes and sells them 2 tickets, and Freddie's like all giddy and like trying to come across as not weird. He does okay. And then he goes to ask George, like, what's Anna's like favorite song? Like, can I, you know, like maybe I can just sing it to her, like at the karaoke, and it'll prove everything. And then George just goes, yeah, I think Barbie Girl, yeah. And then Elaine's just like, oh, come on, just sing something from the heart, you fucking loser. In a nice way.
You obviously can't on the show, though. You're a fucking murderer, you loser. Pathetic little I nearly said something racist.
Oh,
You pathetic little man. You obviously can't say that.
No. And I suppose the final thing that happened in today's episode, Lily and Ricky, they have the like chat about the parental agreement between like obviously the Slaters and the Brannings. I guess Mitchell's kind of. But regardless, like, and then Denzel like told a story and just started winding them up to no end, and ultimately just scared fuck out of them. And now they're probably gonna try run away or something, because that sounds like a very teenage thing to do.
And then Theo Hawthorne will come in and be like, "Hi lads, you want to move in with me?"
It's nothing weird, I swear.
I swear, I just love your mum's pictures. What pictures?
Baps.
Don't worry about the pictures. And it's just like you. I don't know if you ever seen the Alan Partridge episode, but you just walk in and the room is just covered in Stacey Claire's pictures, and Theo's like, it's nothing to do with serious now. Don't worry about it.
But alright, and that was Monday's episode 1 of the Who is Rose Night week. Yeah, so what did you think of the episode? Did you have fun with it? And do you believe that Cindy Beale is Rose Knight? Tell us in the comment section down below. But most of them, whatever I'm trying to say, regardless. See you next time.